In this video, we hit our first real snag on the road when our water pump starts to fail. We end up stuck in central Alaska for longer than planned, but make the most of it, finding some incredible riverside camp spots and exploring the stunning Hatcher Pass while we wait for a replacement to ship to us. It's not how we planned this part of the journey, but sometimes the detours make the best stories. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Karina, this is Chris, and this is our dog Henry. We're traveling full-time in our Enduro camper, striving to be momentary locals wherever we go. We would absolutely love if you'd come along for the ride. We are driving down Petersville Road, which is off of Trapper Creek. This was another recommendation by the friendly folks at Fairbanks. And we just stopped because look at this view of Denali. There's Denali peeking its little head.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Certainly is the road less traveled that we're taking today. Very much an adventure in the middle of nowhere, but really hopeful this means we'll have some epic camping at the end of this. Alright, we made it to our camp spot. This was a challenging adventure to get here for sure, and we had both kind of started losing hope that we would find a spot, but alas, here we are. Got my sun hat on. We're gonna go put our feet in the water. It's gonna be great. Camp down by the river today. And look at these mountains. So green. Ooh, I bet it's so cold. This is where we'll be for a minute. Henry hiding out in the shade with the fan on, staying cool. Yo, I love you. Definitely living it up. This is great. Now we're living it up. Good morning. We are on our way to the little town of Talkeetna. We left our beautiful camp spot down by the river this morning because the weather is turning. It was a beautiful sunny day yesterday, but today and tomorrow it's supposed to start raining, and the roads were already in not great condition. Like there were a lot of washouts, and so we were worried about that just getting so much worse with the rain. So we left that spot. That took a little bit of time because the road was pretty bumpy. And then we aired up. And in Trapper Creek, I had noticed yesterday when we were driving to where we were camping, there was this little stand that said like sourdough bread, Renee's Bakery, but the thing was covered. But today we stopped by and they had their bread, Renee's bread. And so I'm very excited. It's a sourdough loaf. I'm gonna make some sandwiches with it later, but I'm really excited to try it. Just finished lunch and we are walking through the town of Talkeetna that it's not raining anymore and see what we can find. A lot more touristy than we thought.
Hey, come here.
Yeah.
I think I come into a store with him.
So many blueberries. This looks like the repulgue of empanada. But Talkeetna was a cute town, but we were talking about how it probably was this like quirky, funky, fun spot, and it seems to have, at least in our opinion, lost its charm a little bit. Seems a little overly touristy, and obviously we are also tourists here and part of the problem, but yeah, so we were thinking about staying the night, but after doing like a walk around and kind of checking things out, I think we checked it out, we ate, we're gonna move on. We're gonna drive a little bit, see where we end up for tonight. Alright, so I am making dinner here. I've sauteed some kale with mushrooms and a little truffle oil. And here's the sourdough bread we picked up. I'm about to slice it and then make some fancy grilled cheese. Check out the best grilled cheese I've ever made. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
So not to toot my own horn or anything, but this is the best grilled cheese ever. But the bread probably had a lot to do with it because this is really good sourdough. Nice work, Renee. All right, we're gonna have dinner and then call it a night. Bye. Ready.
All right.
This is an abandoned campground.
Abandoned campground right on the river. Pretty
There
cool.
were no trespassing signs.
That's right.
So you can see some of these sites that are just way overgrown. Nowhere to put money. We tried. So I don't think we've talked about this yet. Maybe. But our water pump has started failing. Having to do a lot of percussive maintenance to make it work. So we are leaving the Talkeetna area and heading into the outskirts of Palmer because there is a RV supply store. Quick update. I don't know if you can see the Home Depot parking lot. So we went to that RV supply store and they have a water pump, but it's not the one that we have currently. And we think it could work, but it looks like the size is slightly different, so we'd have to drill other holes. So we didn't buy it because of we're kind of hesitant about that. Chris did some research because we're in the town of Wasilla. And we can actually get Amazon orders here through general delivery at the post office. So he ordered the exact same pump that we have through Amazon, and it'll be here in a couple days. So we need to find something to do for like 2-3 days in the area. So we're trying to figure out what that will be, because right now we only have a harvest host for tonight. We're talking about potentially doing Hatcher Pass, but we don't know enough about it. It looks like maybe it might just be a day trip, so do a little research. But Chris is at Home Depot because there's some sort of bit or something he needs in order to be able to replace the water pump once we get it in a few days. So that's kind of our day today. Kind of just a chore and errands day. Nothing too terribly exciting. Well, good morning. We are officially on Hatcher Pass and going to be exploring this area today and tomorrow before returning to Wasilla and the harvest host that we were staying at. We are exploring and hopefully we'll find a good place to camp. We have some good recommendations from some friends and also from our harvest host, so we'll see what we find.
Trail then.
Oh, blueberry picking. Jealous.
Well, hi there, big guy. What's going on? They're so fluffy.
I was trying to see if I could find any blueberries, but I think we may be too high elevation. But look how beautiful this place is. It's incredible. I get the hype about Hatcher Pass. Wow, there's people walking like way up there.
Raining.
Mm-hmm.
There's some rigs down there.
Good morning. This is where we camped last night. It was really rainy, so we actually didn't film much. But we are still on Hatcher Pass, and it's just gonna rain all day. We just have a little bit of a break here today, or right now. So we are gonna head back into town, do some laundry, and then just have kind of a chill day. It's a plan for today, nothing too terribly exciting, but just wanted to show you because this spot is actually really beautiful. It rained all night. The sound of the rain on the river was really soothing, and yeah.
Road.
Laundry,
Left onto South
check.
Sylvan Road.
Back to the harvest house now. So this is our harvest house location. This is where we're hanging out for the evening. And we're gonna call it a night and just chillax. Good night. Well, good morning. We are finally leaving the Wasilla area. We have been there for a few days, mainly because we're waiting for our replacement water pump to arrive. And great news, it finally got here today after going to the post office today and yesterday. And they wouldn't give it to us yesterday because they had to process it. But it's in our hands, so we're finally heading south into the Anchorage area. But even better news is that we got donuts for the trip down. I already ate my one donut, so I'm not gonna eat a second donut just yet. We were at a harvest host, like Boondockers welcome spot. That was really, really great. Thank you, Stacy and Gary, for letting us stay there a couple nights while we figured things out with our water pump. The other thing we have going on in Anchorage is we have a vet appointment for Henry. Not sure yet what's going on, but he's got some health issues that we'll fill you in later once we know a little bit more. But that's also been something that's been kind of weighing on us, so we haven't really been filming much the last couple days with all of these things going on. But we are still continuing the journey. We're going to be just in Anchorage for the day, and we do hope to camp somewhere outside of Anchorage and then head into the Kenai Peninsula tomorrow and later this week. So hopefully that will be fun, and hopefully Henry will start feeling better too. So. Alright, we are outside of the Home Depot in their parking lot. Henry and I have been waiting patiently while Chris installs the new water pump.
I just did like a dry fit. I mean, everything is plumbed and wired, but I didn't attach the pump to the plate yet, just to make sure. And
it's working?
Working fine.
Woo! Nice work.
Thanks.
Here's the old pump that failed. You can see all these from us hitting it with a wrench to get it to work a little bit longer. Nice work, honey.
Thanks.
And it is a good thing we were here because the wires of the new pump were too short, so Chris had to go in and buy new wires. But after that, it's working, which is exciting to not have to have two people to like brush your teeth because somebody needs to bang on the pump with a wrench. So yay, one problem solved. Check.